We
Holy
looking.
shit, that was loud.
We gravy, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
I just got to remember to talk loud, talk clear.
That's what we do mostly, I think.
Sound check, sound check. All right, right into it.
Yeah, we'll get right in.
Fucking fun week.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done. It's been like 3 weeks since we recorded. Nothing notable has happened.
Yeah, I haven't really been able to do too much. I got to go to a World Cup game, which had featured a very white European country and a very Middle Eastern country.
Nothing beats, what was it, 2014 Nigeria-Germany game with the OG graphic on the screen. That was,
oh, Jesus.
You've seen that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't think that one through.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, you would, you think, like, you're prepared to go to a public space until while you're walking in, you just see a bunch of people wearing fucking turbans.
Yeah.
Like, what do they even call them? You know, like the scarves, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They're like
they look
bandanas that they
they
wrap
look
their
like
head in.
tablecloths.
Yes.
Low-key.
Like, you show up to this game and you get a bunch of, like, Sigma, like, Northern European, like, tall blonde people.
And then the Arab fuckboys.
Yes.
Like the stencil beards.
Yes.
Dude, there had to have been so many BMW 3 Series in that parking. All white BMW 3 Series.
There was all BMWs.
Yes.
And then they would all they had their mini flags out. They would, like, you just see that flag.
I don't know what country this is, but if it was where they were from, they would be shooting AKs in the parking lot.
Yes. When they do whatever fucking, I don't know if it's like the African one or if it's the Asian one that they play in.
Yeah.
But whatever tournaments they do, they definitely have rallies outside with AKs for sure. Like,
that's dope though.
it was ridiculous. It was crazy. But I will say I'm fucking fully locked into the World Cup. It's the best.
I say this as someone currently wearing a soccer jersey. I've been to 2 soccer games in my life. You went to one of them. That was a fun night.
Yes, it was.
When we went to
when we went to a game, we went to a Pride Night game.
And I showed up in a blazer.
Yeah.
Immediately said the word gay like 3 seconds in after sitting down. And in front of us was like the lesbian throuple with their mixed race kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's holding up all these gay fucking signs? And they turned the signs around, and it's just the fucking rainbow on the front. I was like, ah.
Yeah, that was a rough one. And they kept turning around. Like, we paid money to go to a game, and then they're holding signs up for like 2 minutes.
We paid, I think it was like $11 or $14 a ticket.
Yeah, like it wasn't a lot. But
I was the DD, and I spent 4 times as much on beer as I did for that ticket.
That was one of the things, dude. It was like, I think it was $26 for a domestic draft.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck.
Highway robbery.
But it's all about the vibes. I don't know what it is about, like, these fringe, like, obviously you have your football, your basketball, your baseball. It's like a very targeted demographic. And for some reason, like, soccer and hockey have really just brought in the gays. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, especially for, like, hockey is such, we know hockey dudes.
Yeah, but also at the same time, hockey, it's all like rich white families who are susceptible to the gay talk.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, even you watch the Aaron Hernandez documentary, and they interview, like, the black corner. So, I didn't like that gay shit in the locker room.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird before he killed people.
Yeah, exactly.
He was kind of gay and shit, you know.
He was jerking off in the locker room there. Like,
See, the NBA's got one gay player, right? Do they? Or not official? LeBron. LeBron's been gay for about 28 years.
Chris Bosh was definitely gay.
Yeah.
Had to have been gay. It is kind of... Yeah, I don't know why, though. Because, I mean, like, hockey, objectively, is like... I mean, all the guys that we know who played hockey are
gay.
But they're never like, I'd fuck a dude gay.
No.
They're like surface level gay, where they think dicks are funny and, like...
Yeah.
We had one kid in high school we literally called fucking nuts. Because he would just whip out his sack with a gigantic testicle. And everybody thought it was funny.
No,
It was a
yeah,
big hit.
that's a good point.
But at the same time, if they were to interact with like an actual gay person, they would be furious. Usually, I feel like, especially like professional hockey players, I feel like they don't really play with that shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I don't come across a lot of gay people. I don't.
Not really.
You
Unless you
know.
go looking for them, I suppose.
No, but I don't.
Sniffing around the right events.
Yeah, I'm sure if I hung out at like the fucking aquarium, or like the place where they sell fucking yarn for knitting, maybe I bump into a lad or two. But
Is that fucking Rob Schneider?
yeah, that could be Rob Schneider and a prosthetic
I think
nose.
It might be an Arab face.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie came out right around the time where that was still okay.
Yeah, this is 06. That's definitely Rob Schneider.
That's got to be Rob Schneider.
Hundo P.
Rob Schneider, full Arab.
Is that could be a prosthetic J nose, but because they made his skin darker, it's an A nose.
Yeah,
which
really
is
could go either way.
Either way, it gets like, but I think that only applies to the Persians. That doesn't apply to like the Gulf Arabs, because being Arab is different than being Persian. I've been getting big into it.
You've been deep diving on the.
Well, I've been watching
subdivisions.
GeoGuessr. I've been a little bit of GeoGuessr, and then I follow this like, you know the meme of the guy eating the Chinese takeout food with like the wicked crazy girlfriend, like, show what I bought for you, and the guy's like the little guy with the beady eyes is sitting there.
Yeah.
He's like, and we're not gonna eat it all today. We're gonna save some for. So there's a guy like that I found on Instagram, but his whole thing is his girlfriend takes him out into the woods and asks him geography questions, and it's like low key kind of aggressive. Huh. She's like, you're going to guess the name of this country with just seeing the border in black and white, and it's also rotated. And she's just got this autistic dude in the forest, and he's like, you can see the river to the north, see to the south, that's Belarus. She's like, correct.
Wildly autistic,
it's like,
man.
Yeah, they definitely go home and have like some freaky sex, dude, after these videos. And they'll be like, this one's going to be really hard for you. Name the celebrity. It'll be a picture of John Cena, and the guy's like, I don't know. Wrong. But I've been.
If you get it wrong, you get pegged.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to be able to name. Like, if I could have a superpower. If you could give me like the ability to fly or 3 regular powers I could learn if I put in time. The 3 regular powers I would want would be I'd want to know what kind of clouds there are out there. Like, I'd like to be able to, that's a cumulonimbus. So, like, 18,000 altitude means rain's coming in, low pressure to the, like, being a cloud guy would be number one.
You could start talking about crepuscular rays.
Yeah, exactly. UV index looking kind of like, I'd like to be a weather nerd. Number 2, geography buff, dude. I'd like to be able to name a country just based on the rivers in it. Yeah. Not outlined. I'd like to be a river guy. Like satellite images of rivers, be able to tell where it is. And then I'm trying to think of the third, like, skill I could learn if I want. Oh, fluent in Mandarin. I would take all 3 of those, dude, 3 of those skills over being able to fly.
Yeah. White guys knowing Mandarin is such a game changer.
Can you imagine, though, if all 3 of those skills, I would be more dangerous than any Mongolian.
Yeah, you would take over the world.
I know all the clouds. I know all the rivers, and I can speak perfect Mandarin. Drop me off in the Shanghai province, dude. I would run China in a week.
You're just going to figure out how to get fucking catapults.
Yeah. Clouds to north, river to south, rain coming. Protect your rice paddy. Like, I'd be hitting them with that sort of shit, dude. Next thing you know, boom, I'm running China.
10% of the population is related to you. That's all it takes.
I wouldn't even want that. But I just like to be Chinese.
Dude, it's kind of crazy how much just back in the day they just loved pillaging, you know? Just go in there.
Some people are still doing it, dude.
This is true.
I like how people whenever someone brings up back in the day, I can find a modern day example immediately.
Yeah, I mean, there is lots of it. Plenty of it. It is one of the things that the World Cup has enlightened me to is just like how much everybody hates this place until they like physically come here.
Yeah.
It's like it's very easy to just hate on it without ever having to be here. But then you come here and you're like, holy shit, these guys get it.
They get it, yeah. But we do the same thing when you go other places. Like the shit people are impressed by in America could reasonably be built anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like you could drop a Buc-ee's off in the middle of Denmark, and they could get the same experience. But I could never take a bicycle to the red light district and fucking get my shit jerked on.
Exactly.
You
I mean,
know?
unless you're in Vegas, I guess.
Maybe in Vegas.
Maybe that's what they need to do to revive the Strip, because nobody wants to go to the Strip anymore. I feel like if you had a red light district, though, that would probably be a game changer.
But you can't have that in America because Europeans are all like trim and fit. You know, if you put a red light district in Vegas, it'd just be fucking like all dudes who look like Al's Toy Barn. Every dude in the country who looks like Al Toy's Barn, who ran like a moderately successful paving business in Idaho, would go there with a spare 40 grand and just absolutely
to be going there
torment the workers.
I literally am thinking of a dude that I know that he like owns a wheel repairing business. He'd just fly to Thailand every couple of months.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like we all know. Like everybody knows what you're doing when you say you go to Thailand. Like,
yeah.
You can't just casually go to Thailand multiple times in a year and not be fucking whatever you find out there.
Yeah, I've always like I identify culturally with the Asian experience. Like, I just want to smoke cigarettes and fucking hang out all day.
You dream of Chinese.
Yeah,
You dream in Mandarin.
Did I talk to this last week? I kept saying I had a hard day at work, and I kept telling my apprentice, I hope I close my eyes tonight and I wake up Chinese tomorrow.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
But
you truly are about that life. You
I
talk
would-
about being Chinese.
Yeah, I
all
would
the
love
time.
to go to like Vietnam or like Thailand and rent a moped. You just get lost, maybe do some opium or something. But you can't tell people as a single white dude you're going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
In
Then they think you're a
Asia.
sex tourist.
Exactly. So I'd have to lie and say I'm going to Hawaii.
Yeah. It's like dudes that go to Colombia. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Bean
Everybody
shooter.
knows where you're going to Colombia. Yeah, bean shooters all over.
Bean shooter. I got public beef with you. Fuck you.
You send it to him, he'll show up.
Yeah.
You say bean shooters. If you're smoking a dart with a Bud Light in your hand, and you say bean shooter 3 times, he'll show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is one of like. I don't even know. What do you even describe that man as? Just like.
He's just a menace to
Yeah.
society. He's had like, I think I've laughed at 2 of his videos, but the rest of them are just him being like, there's people who build their whole life around having gone to prison or having been a junkie, you know?
Yep.
Like, cut the act, bro.
He genuinely like lives his life to just inconvenience others.
Yeah. This is getting me mixed up. We're watching Click, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, just the scenery. I love in The Other Guys, the movie, right? There's the wicked famous actor who plays the police captain.
Yeah.
But he also like the manager at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
Is that Michael? No, it's not Michael. What's the guy's name? It's not Michael Keaton.
No.
What's his name?
Fuck.
He's in I feel like he does play the Joker in a Batman.
Is it Gary Oldman?
No. I don't know. I was never big into Batman, dude. That was for fucking fat girls with diabetes. Our generation of Batman is fat girls with thyroid problems.
Yes.
We're never there for cool Batman. And then once they did make Batman cool, like, we were the worst age range for Batman. Like, if The Dark Knight came out when we were 10 years older than we were, we could be ripping steroids and beating up the mentally ill on the street. Like, if The Dark Knight Rises came out today, I would buy a costume. I would go down to E Street and I'd be just like, where is she? Waking up tweakers.
Just fucking with them. If you went to Seattle, I'm pretty sure they encourage it. You know how they have like those fucking dorks that just do they dress up in costumes and then like patrol.
Yeah, a vigilante.
Yeah, which is such a ridiculous thing. Like, you're just some fucking loser dressing up like calling yourself like I'm Night Rain and I'm here to protect this neighborhood.
The only vigilante I support is Cartnarks. I love that guy.
I love that guy. I'm pretty sure he's local. I think he's like in the
Is
area.
he really?
I've seen him in our state. Like one of the things that he was doing was in our state.
No way.
Yeah. It was Michael Keaton as the fucking
It was.
other guy's thing. But yeah, I've seen that Cartnark guy. He's so good at pissing people off. And it's literally like if he did that to me, I'd just be like, "All right, you're right." Like people just don't like being called out.
Yeah. I just think not putting the cart back. All right, we'll move on. I can't say it out loud with a serious face, but yeah, put the cart back, people. I won't quantify it. Adam Sandler, though, famous Jay. You'd never believe it.
Good Jay. Good Jay from a great town.
I love Christopher Walken.
He just made an entire career off being a fucking weirdo.
I love him in Severance.
Yeah.
And Joe Dirt. I love him in Joe Dirt. He's so funny.
Joe Dirt is such an underrated gem.
Good all-time classic movie.
And there's a lot of people that have never seen it.
I think that might be the most American movie.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Like, and having Kid Rock in it as like,
oh yeah,
the villain the whole time. It's just very.
I'm trying to think of what else. Top 3 most American movies is probably Joe Dirt, Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard is one of my the reboot one with fucking Johnny Knoxville and the other dude.
Yep.
What, Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke.
Yeah, that, and then I don't know, because Joe Dirt and Dukes of Hazzard. I feel like if you want to say the top 3 most American movies, you need to pick 3 movies that represent different parts of America. You got to pick one country movie, one suburb movie, and then one city movie. So if I had to pick one from each category, Joe Dirt would be the country movie. Maybe Heat with Al Pacino and De Niro would be the city movie. And then for the suburb movie, Curveball, Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge was a great one.
Yeah.
I love
if
that
we were to
movie when
go
I was a
like
kid.
kidnap some guy from North Sentinel Island and release him into the United States, those were the 3 movies I'd make him watch.
I mean, I feel like if you do, if you're separating it and like, if you want to get real specific to like sections of the country, New England, obviously, I feel like you got to go Manchester by the Sea just because it's such a good depiction of like.
So
of
we
people
talked
here.
about that like a couple months ago, and then I finally watched it.
Yeah. So Manchester by the Sea for New England. And then I feel like for the Midwest, you have to go with Juno just because it's such like a bleak. I feel like that movie really pinpoints like a very specific kind of person.
Yeah, and then I think you also have to put like the northern Midwest, Fargo.
Yes.
Up there.
Like
then,
that gets you Minnesota, North Dakota, like that area.
And then for your, I think Napoleon Dynamite's like Idaho.
Yes.
Like middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's bumfuck
type shit. And then once you hit the West Coast, you need one movie for like Goonies. Takes the northern West Coast.
Yes.
Southern West Coast, I mean, I guess we'd have to take Heat out of the equation because that's more of like a nondescript city movie. What's something that like Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction's a perfect. Yeah,
the
I feel like that's a
SoCal
good
movie.
one. Florida, I feel like you have to go.
What's it called? What's the Donnie Burger movie?
Donnie Burger.
Burger.
Oh, fucking. It's
That's
an
my
Adam
boy.
Sandler movie. That's
my boy's the Florida movie.
That's my boy's that.
That's my boy / Scarface.
Yeah.
2 drastic.
Yeah, they have to be, but I feel like they're equally included.
Yeah. New York, you can't even say The Godfather. I don't want. Everyone's like Taxi Driver is so good. It's not.
I can't get through. Yeah, it's not good.
What's a New York movie? Like a good.
I don't. Have you ever watched like a Spike Lee movie? Like, have you ever watched Do the Right Thing?
No.
Which is like, so that's like what he's known for. Like people know Spike Lee. We all know who Spike Lee is. Nobody's ever watched a fucking Spike Lee movie. So I saw it. I think it was on Netflix. It's got to be one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen.
I thought Spike Lee was the guy who made the Jordans for divorced parents. You remember those?
The Spizikes.
Spizikes.
Those are his shoes.
Yeah, those are his?
Yes,
I didn't
that
know
is him.
that.
He used to do like, so he was a director in the 90s, and then he like made this he made Do the Right Thing, and then got like a Jordan deal out of it, and then he was directing like Jordan commercials for Nike for like years.
Mm.
And then he's the originator of the colored fitted hat. He was the first one on the planet to get a red Yankees hat.
Really?
Yeah. He just asked for it, and they did it for him because he was famous, and then he started the whole... So it's his fault.
Throw that in the fucking back of the Black Smithsonian next to the first jar of peanut butter in the bicycle lock. Yeah.
The Black Smithsonian, dude. Oh my god.
I don't know if we can put that. Can we make that a clip?
Yeah, that's getting clipped
That's
for
getting,
sure.
All right. Fuck. But back to the movies now. So we've covered most of it. We need something for the South that's north of Florida, and then we need all right. Look, we're working in a circle, so we went up and around. Now we got her to sub in one TV show. So
and then Texas, I feel like Texas gets its own. Like
Texas
is No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men / what's the movie with the big worms that crawl underground?
Fuck. Not Jeepers Creepers. Fuck. What is it? Tremors.
Dude.
Yeah.
I watched that with my grandfather when I was like fucking 7, dude.
Dude, that movie was
traumatized me.
The first rated R movie I ever watched, I'll never forget. I think it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. It was that fucking King Kong movie with Jack Black in it. Yeah, I think it was like King Kong Skull Island. I was like 4 or 5. I don't know what the fuck it was. I must have been a huge pussy when I was a kid because I was terrified.
Really?
They had big ass spiders, a big fucking ape, and I was fucking horrified the entire time. I was crying.
I'd never seen that.
That's a rough watch. It's not a good one.
All right, so we got Texas, and now we need something for like, let's do a Louisiana movie, and then let's do something that takes care of like Georgia, the Carolinas, Bama, is all we need. Smoking the Bandit kind of covers all the South.
Smoking the Bandit goes to Alabama, does it not?
Correct. And then it all seems the same. The trees look the fucking same.
Yeah.
So the only like distinct part of the country I don't think we got was Louisiana. Are there any good bayou movies?
I don't think so.
I just think you ever watch the show Archer?
Yeah.
There's one season where he's in like a fan boat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of movies.
I mean, fuck. Florida, would it be better if we did fucking The Waterboy?
Ooh,
Or does that count? Does that count as Louisiana, actually?
Is Waterboy Louisiana?
I think so, because that one dude literally, he's like Cajun. He literally can't speak.
All right, so that'll be Louisiana. We'll keep Florida as Florida. I think we covered the whole country. Best movie from each part of the country.
Really, it's a pretty comprehensive list. There's a lot of representation in there.
We should, too bad we're going to forget it. We should write down. We should have wrote that down.
Yeah, we'll listen to it back.
Eventually, once we run out of shit to talk about, we should go state by state best movie. Best movie in each state that takes place in each state. Yeah. But we got some time. We got a good couple years before we run out of shit to talk about.
Before we completely run out of shit?
Yeah.
I know. Eventually, we're gonna have to start coming in with some theme days.
Yeah.
I think if we record later this week, I think we should each come prepared with a
theme.
Yeah, with something.
I just don't want to be one of those gay theme podcasts.
Well, I feel like as long as we switch it up every week, like
we're gonna like draft rock songs. Top 5 rock songs to play if you're divorced.
Yeah,
and the
draft thing is so played out on podcasts at this point. It's ridiculous.
It started with that fucking the blonde guy with no eyebrows, and then the fucking like weird Italian-looking Arab guy.
Yeah,
started that during COVID. I think we just need to talk a lot of shit, start beef with people to get big.
I think Barstool alone probably has maybe like. I think they have 5 podcasts that do that ranking bullshit.
Yeah.
And who is that for? It's literally just slop.
Goy slop.
You'll see some dude that's like, it'd be like, this is the Sandwich Mount Rushmore. sandwich meat Mount Rushmore, and then I saw somebody quote tweet it and was like, ham in the first round is ridiculous. I'm like, you should be shot.
And then you go on like SEC burner Twitter, and it's like my sandwich meat Mount Rushmore, and it's like a picture of a Hinge profile where it's like 4 girls in the cover photo. I love SEC burner Twitter. It's so good.
They always make me laugh.
I'm
dude.
old. I'm tapped out. I don't get a lot of the jokes in it. But occasionally something comes across, like the pour beer on your lap challenge. Have you seen that this week? It's been good.
Yeah.
Pour beer on your crotch.
It always makes me laugh when they do have you ever heard the thing lank?
So I've been trying to figure out what lank means. I always thought it meant let.
So you would think that, right?
Yeah.
So Alabama, they had like a receiver, and supposedly Nick Saban is the one who came up with it, which I don't know about that, but he said it stands for let a naysayer know. And like all of the black receivers are just like, they'd be like,
so I was close.
Lank. Yes. But
so I guess
but
what it
you
really
know
meant.
that like what you said that is what it means.
That's what I thought.
But like this fucking 70-year-old white man is like telling these black receivers, he's like, that's it. That's what we got to do this week. We got to let a naysayer know.
Dude, naysayer, dude. Next time I am... Can I tell you with a straight face, I will be busting out the word naysayer at the laundromat tomorrow evening. The second someone leaves their clothes in the dryer for 8 minutes after, I'm going to ask what kind of naysayer did this. Naysayer might be my new
and
word.
you can thank Nick Saban. He's a genius on all accounts. Multiple fucking NCAA championships, but more importantly, the legacy of the naysayer.
Oh, yeah. I've been... dude. So I go to the same gas station every morning on my way to work.
Yeah.
Not every morning. Somewhere between 2 and 3 days a week to get gas. And there's some fucking douchebag there. It's like the 60-year-old man who smokes a cigarette while he pumps gas every day.
Yeah.
But I think it's because he either like doesn't have a wife or family or doesn't talk to him. So he's looking for a thrill in his life as well as a confrontation. Because I've gotten to an argument with him multiple times about him smoking a cigarette. And the first time I pulled up at the pump next to him. So we're like pump to pump. And I was like, that's not safe. And he was like, mind your fucking business. I was like, yeah, well, fuck you. And like, we're both in work trucks, you know?
Yeah.
And then the next time I saw him, I was like, great job, pal. And he's saying, fuck you. And then a couple weeks later, I saw him. And I was like, hey, jackass, you ever seen a picture of a burn victim? And he was like, well, why don't you go fuck? He smokes a cigarette while he pumps gas.
Yeah, you're a fucking loser.
Do whatever you want, but that's kind of dumb.
I mean, you literally could not be closer to killing yourself.
So now there's a manager at the gas station, this short little like riled up fucking Italian lady. You know the type of lady.
I do. Yeah.
She wears like a leather jacket to manage a gas station.
She's like, "What's up, honey?"
She runs that shit like it's the USS Gerald
ship.
Ford.
Yeah.
Like this is the tightest ship of all time. And I've gone in there multiple times, and I've been like, the first time I was like, there's a fucking absolute dildo on Pump 7 smoking a dart right now. She's like, what did you say to me? I was like, the guy on Pump 7 smoking. And she ran outside and like chased the guy down. He got in his truck and left. So now every time I go in there and like I see the guy outside, because we're both there at 5:30. But now every time I go in there, she says hi to me. And if he's out there, I'm like, that dildo's out there. And she runs out the door. And it's so weird to be like a random customer. Like, if you don't know, like, imagine
she knows
being at the gas
about
station
you.
and some sketchy dude walks in and he's like, there's a dildo outside. And the lady sprints around the counter and fucking runs. Because I realized that last week when I saw the guy.
She just
walked in.
You're the dildo guy.
I walked in. I'm like, dildo on Pump 6. And the lady just fucking sprints around the corner and runs out there.
You're associated in her head. Just and anybody else in the gas station hearing you say that is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then I just go stand in line. Dude, the Dunkins in this gas station, they're all sweethearts. I wish them all the best. But there's probably like 4 girls who work there between the age of 28 and 58. and it is literally like a representation of all of the 12 steps that run the.
Yeah, you have every stage.
You have
represented.
step 0, you have step 4, 8, and 12 running this fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Sometimes it's great, other times terrible.
Yeah, that's kind of every Dunkin's though. You run that risk every time you get dunks in the morning.
Yeah,
you never know.
I don't go to the Indian Dunkins anymore. I've pulled up to a Dunkin' Donuts before, and the guy's voice through the packed Dunkin' Donuts, guy's fucking voice through the intercom's Indian. I say no, thank you, and I roll the window up, and I sit in the line of traffic to leave.
Until you get to the front.
And then I go to the next Dunkin' Donuts up the street, and I just show up to work 15 minutes late.
Fuck
if
it.
I go to Dunkin' Donuts in the
Stick
middle
to
of
your
nowhere,
morals, my friend.
some
Fuck 'em.
dude, yeah. One time I won't even say, yeah.
I had we had a Arab Dunkin's employee at work. We were fixing his car, and he would come in every day, like 7:30, just show up, and he didn't speak any English. So then he'd be, doing his like Arabic letters, doing like translate, and then one of the days he came in. We were taking a bit long with the car. It was like 2 weeks, but like we kept running into problems where like we would order a part, he'd come in fucked up. We'd have to order another one. And then the last day that he came in, he really wanted to pick up his car this day. And he came in for an update. And we have this girl who's like
Arab Dunkin' Donuts employee.
Yeah.
2 guesses. Too old, but 8 years ago, it would have been a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. But that's too old to be out of the equation if he's getting insurance work done on it. My 2 guesses would be either Mercedes CLA. Well, you gotta tell me sedan or SUV. Cadillac CTS4, or like a riced out Hyundai or Kia.
It was a Hyundai.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like an Elantra that he's invested too much time into.
And the launcher with the little blue badge on the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he came in this morning, right? And he's talking to this girl at the front desk. She's like 19, 20 at this point. And he's just like, he's doing his translate. And he got pissed once, because the car wasn't going to be done that day. And he was like, I fucking drove here from my job. Like, I'm fucking pissed. And then he said, I don't know, whatever it means in Arabic probably doesn't mean something so aggressive, but his translation was, I will literally burn this entire city to the ground until I get my car back.
Though I'm sure that is the the perfect translation.
Like,
of
he
Arabic.
legit, like, he came in and he started like punching the desk and then was like
sue all of your asses. It'd be like,
yeah.
That's what he meant. That's it's cultural.
He was just fucking, he was on it, dude. And he eventually, the day that he got to pick up, he kept coming in and kept escalating. And it got to the point where the girl at the front desk was literally like crying every time he came in. So when he came to pick up the car, we had to have a police officer present to make sure that we could do a like passive passing of the keys.
No way.
Because he just kept escalating. Like every time he called, he was like, this is what's wrong with America. This is why my country. I think he was from like Iraqi, and he was like, this is why my country's better than yours. It was like going nuts. I was like, dude, you fucking live here, and you work at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Like, why are you acting like this is like, who gives a fuck?
That's fine.
And he had a rental car. Like, why do you even care? That's like the number one thing with my job. Is like all these people get pissed. They're like, I want my car back. I'm like, you have a fucking rental car. Why do you even care?
Yeah. Maybe he had a bomb on the trunk he needed to work on or something.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
It hasn't come to fruition yet, but we'll be the first stop.
Yeah, he's getting a fucking rice cooker ready for the next turkey trot or something. Fuck.
Entirely possible.
Yeah. I'm lucky. I only deal with the lads, dude. I only deal with Portuguese people. Oh, very good.
I had a whole
no issues with them.
I had a whole I don't know, probably like 30-minute Google Translate negotiation today with a dude that drove up from I don't even know where. I think it was like Dorchester he drove from. Just to come talk, just to have us do a job. And he just was like, every time I gave him a price, he was like, you could do better than that. But with Translate.
Yeah.
So we just keep passing the phone back and forth, and I'm like, no, I can't. He's like, yes, you can. And I was like, this is the best I can do. And he was like, how about lower? And we just kept passing the phone back for like 10 minutes.
Damn. Yeah, I'm happy I don't have to negotiate with people. I had something fucked up, funny happen last week, but I forget what it was. I had a real good one. I had something, I was out and about, and something happened that had me piss my pants laughing. But it was probably something so stupid I'll never remember it.
That's always the worst.
It's the stupid shit that makes me laugh.
Yeah. That's when you gotta immediately pull over the notes app.
I need
Start
to.
jotting it down.
Yeah. Adam Sandler, though, has looked the same for fucking 50 years.
If you dress like a schlub your whole life, you will always be a schlub no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter how old you are. I just can't imagine, like, getting into SNL and then, like, figuring out a way to turn it into, like, a 30-year career.
Yeah, he's going on, like, tour soon or something. My dad was telling me. I was like, what the fuck's he do on tour? It's not a stand-up. What's he going to do, like, sing songs?
I don't think he does. I think he does stand-up and sing songs, but I think it's mostly singing songs.
There's very, like, goy pilled for, like 50-year-old people.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be 50 and up or have a slow child to go and see that.
Well, especially here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like fucking Savannah Bananas for alcoholics is what I would call the Adam Sandler fucking live show.
Dude, the Savannah Bananas, I think, is like the death of sports as a whole.
You know how, like, at the Super Bowl every year, you'll watch the nightly news and it's like, and we have nuclear bomb trucks sweeping the streets every night and sniper teams set up to make sure nothing happens at the big game. If we could all agree that the absolute funniest sporting event
for them to do that
for a catastrophic terrorist attack, it would be the Bananas.
Yeah.
It
would get the best response, too.
That'd be insane.
They would take it so seriously.
If the dude on stilts was moonwalking and then, like, half of fucking downtown Charleston just vaporized in half a second.
They took out the fucking Curious George guy. Like, they just fucking bombed him.
If that was the first, everyone's theorized since like 1998 that Russia has suitcase-sized nukes. If that was the first place they used one, it was at the fucking Savannah Bananas. That would be.
They wait until the Savannah Bananas are at fucking. They got to do like they got to do it at Wrigley or they got to do it at Fenway, and they just wipe it off the face of the earth.
No, it's gonna be like Bananas name in some no-name fucking city.
They're in Des Moines, Iowa. They just wipe it off the face of the earth. The whole population of the town is there. The whole city's there to watch the Savannah Bananas play some banana ball.
Gone. Yeah, that shit kind of. Some people have like irrational fears of shit that doesn't matter, like nukes or tornadoes or volcanoes, shit like that. I think there's much more real things to be scared about.
There's a whole variety. I think, like, if you're at a big sporting event, like an international sporting event, I understand the of a terrorist attack. Like, that makes sense to me. Like, I could see that as being something. But, like, most people are just fucking retarded.
I get a little on edge sometimes, only when I'm going into a sporting event.
Yeah.
You know? But
well, I mean, like, just going off of how people are, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you know what you can get away with sneaking into a sporting event? It's, like, probably at least, like, there's at least one dude at every sporting event that probably attempt. When you're, like, behind somebody and, like, going into a game, like, and then they pull, like, they get a knife confiscated from them, you're like, buddy, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Stuff I don't even know was in there.
Yeah, I fucking bet.
It's all just fucking like I almost hit a triple crown today. I almost hit the gorge. I was Dave single from Wendy's, and I hit the white trash triple crown. $36 worth of fast food burgers in one day.
If you could have done 4, you could have hit for the cycle. The white trash cycle.
Well, what else would be?
Wait, what would be the way to finish that off? You go home, you get like
no triple crown's 3. It's Wendy's.
No,
BK.
yeah, no, I know, but if you hit for the cycle, it's 4.
Oh, what would the cycle be?
In baseball, I mean, I feel like
There's
would be
nothing around here. We don't have like Hardee's or Carl's
you'd be
Jr.
finishing it with a Dairy Queen,
yeah,
or something like that.
I have to hit the grill and chill and get a peanut butter parfait.
Yeah, just fucking finish it off right. Have them flip that shit upside down for you.
No, but Sunday I ate probably at least a pound worth of cheesecake and then had 12 beers at a family party. And conveniently forgot that my job involves me pooping in a plastic box.
And on Sunday, I think I had an egregious amount of buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
And I was eating like jalapeno poppers.
Oh.
And I was drinking Coors. So I was just like like at work, I was fucking deceased.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
This movie definitely does like a good job of depicting like what a dude would do with one of these fucking remotes.
Yeah. I don't even know what I would do with the remote. I'm trying to think if I was Click.
I don't know. I just like this would be such an abuse of like you could not use this thing in good faith. Like you just end up doing bad shit.
Yeah.
One way or another. It's too much.
There's too many possibilities. It's everyone thinks they, like you said, they use it for good, but I'd probably use I don't know. I still think if the world was frozen, stealing would be wrong. But it'd be cool to like ride my dirt bike. I'd pause it, ride my dirt bike down the street or something.
The changes, you just fucking rewind it, and you're like, all right, I'll just get on this.
Yeah. I think
because I mean, if you could choose to be anything, you would probably like it. You know, if it goes to, I could just make this investment. Like you go 30 years in the future, you look at all these big companies, and then you're just like, all right, I'll just go back in time and I'll invest. Yeah. So what people say about fucking Apple all the time.
Do you think we can pause this so I can pee?
Back in.
Yeah. So I was trying to think of what the most wigger-pilled karaoke song to do would be. And you would think it'd be Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
I was immediately thinking Break Stuff,
Break
too.
Stuff, which I that's my plan for my birthday this year is to do Break Stuff at karaoke.
Yeah, you get a red fitted.
I think more wigger pilled than that is Might Know What It's Like by Everlast. You know that song?
I don't think I do.
Oh, I'll play it for you. It is. So I always thought it was it's one of those things like. When I was growing up, I thought the Talking Heads were a rap group. I never realized they were a like a band for old people.
Yeah, Canada's finest.
Yeah. You know this song though. Hundo P.
Oh yeah. I've heard that song.
Yeah,
I know.
You ever see the man at the quarter store begging for some change? Like,
yeah. Dude,
wearing a wife beater, baggy, and one basket, dressing like a piece of shit, and doing that at karaoke.
That would be
terribly,
insane.
While actively looking like you're
wearing a dirty ass white wife beater.
Yeah, and doing that unironically, or not unironically, but like getting real into it would be funny as fuck.
Yeah, that would be a hit and a half.
I'm trying to think what else is like a very wigger-pilled karaoke song.
I saw some dude, some wicked skinny dude where he was singing one of the Alice in Chains songs. I think he was singing Rooster.
Rooster's a good one.
He was like just the most like one of those dudes that like the specific kind of like TikTok guy that's like
Yeah.
Like he's like an alpha wolf, like the people that take the wolf pack thing really seriously.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like one of those dudes.
I got big into those videos for a while.
Dude, those videos always made
When
me
I was
fucking
like,
die.
Maybe
So
15, I used to follow this dude on YouTube who made all these crazy like wolf pack, like alpha male videos, and then you find out he's like 5'4". And it's like, okay.
He's clav before clav.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys always make me laugh. Like when you get down the rabbit hole of like the dudes that are like the guy with the monster tattoo, they have the matching monster tattoos, and they're like, I really hate to be the guy that fucks with us.
Yeah.
like there's such like the fact that there's probably like 20% of the population of this country that are like that brain dead hurts me to think about.
Yeah.
Just white trash, shitty tattoos in some bumfuck southern state.
Yeah, I was trying to like the only cool tattoo you can get as a what, like, I get people get tattoos for all different reasons, right? I get that, but if you're a white guy trying to seem tough, instead of doing like the lion and the clock and the hourglass with the rose or the snake that goes, like all the shitty white trash tattoos every wannabe tough white guy gets, skip it all straight to the swastika. Half the time in the chair, infinitely cooler than whatever you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we both know people with like fucked up, they get, if you're getting a sleeve and you do just from elbow to wrist of all the douchey shit,
Yeah.
dude, a fucking pussy waff, an SS tattoo across the back, the fucking white, like the fucking soft parts are your forearms.
Yeah.
Infinitely cooler than anything else you can get. Not cooler, and I think it's cool, but like if you're trying to get the point across that you're a tough guy, that's what you get.
Especially if you live in some bumfuck southern town.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, are you ever going to run into a minority that's going to be like upset by that, you know, when you live in one of those towns?
Where the fuck did I go? Where I was sitting next to a table of people with wicked shitty tattoos this weekend.
Literally anywhere around here, dude.
Oh, yeah, now I know where I was. Yes, I remember where I was. And these guys just had, like, the Little Peep style, like, look like Stick and Pope.
Yeah.
Like, you look like my fucking binder from 6th grade. When my dad bought me a roll of Monster logo decals, and I just put them on everything. Every toolbox, every binder I had, everything in the house just got a Monster or Pepsi logo on it. That's what you look like. I don't know.
The idea of like all these people getting tattoos before your brain develops, like you're just guaranteed to get a bunch of shitty shit. Like I saw some dude that was in high school. He was like 18, still in school. He got his girlfriend's name tatted on his fucking forearm. It was like the whole forearm said like Ashley.
No way.
I was like, dude, like not even 6 months after you get that, you're gonna regret that for the rest of your fucking life.
I saw also. All right, so aside from the full blown swaz, I saw the second coolest tattoo you could get. Some guy I know, he got a full size 38 snub nose tattooed right here. Just right above the ankle, so whenever he goes out wearing shorts with socks, it looks like he has a gun tucked into his socks.
That's pretty tough.
That's
inventive, right?
That's
there.
hard as fuck.
Yeah, nobody's gonna fuck with you when you got that.
I told him I want to buy him the fake, like Irish Rolex, like the parole beeper, and send him to the local white trash beach.
Yeah,
just because I think that would be a good look.
That would be. We have one buddy that's like literally like he's probably invested, I don't know, like $5,000 in tattoos. Yeah. And he's just like, I think he's got one leg is the only thing that he won't tattoo.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that's actually it. Like if you're going to commit to tattooing yourself, you should probably, like if you leave like one leg completely empty, I feel like that's pretty tough.
No, I know some people who like, if you get it all done, if you commit full blown, do everything, it definitely looks better than having one shitty sleeve
Yeah.
or 2 shitty sleeves.
Also, when you get like, I also think it's hilarious when people get like matching tattoos, because like 9 times out, like with girlfriends specifically, 9 times out of 10 that's not going to end well. Like that shit never works.
Yeah.
Almost never. Like we have like our one buddy. I'm sure he's gonna love when I bring this up. The second he got it, it was literally the worst tattoo I've ever seen. It was
Really?
like it's a like the melting clock, like Salvador Dali painting.
Yeah.
It's that, but it was like, but it's just black and white. So it just looks like, literally as soon as he got it, I was like, you got a melting pizza tattooed on.
Is that the guy who texted me, told me like the
Yeah,
show?
yeah.
No way.
So
Shout
he
out
has
to
like
him.
he's got this one tattoo
You're the
that's
man.
literally like a melted, like it's like a melted pizza, and he's got it with his ex-girlfriend that he's going to have. So he's going to have this thing every time he looks at it for the rest of his life. That's what he thinks of. But it's not worse than the fucking slat tattoo that he stick and poked on himself.
Slat.
When we were in college, he had like he stick and poked slat right here on his fucking, like right above his knee.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting a like cover-up tattoo. But I feel like when you get those like shitty like stock images, eventually you're just like, you go down to like a tattoo shop, they're like $75 tattoos, but it's like this random bullshit that they're like. Another one he got, he had a fucking moth on him. He had a moth tattooed on his leg, and it literally just looked like a pussy. Like he just had a fucking moth on his leg. Just like he's like, yeah, dude, it's tough. And then he covered it up eventually. But that's what happens when you get tattoos before your brain develops. You know, you just end up with a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't think I'll get any.
I only have one. I mean, honestly, like coming up with thinking of like a good enough reason to get a tattoo is too much fucking work.
Yeah.
And to like come up with something that doesn't look retarded is also too much work.
It's just like a good thing to talk about with all like. Can you imagine if everyone who had like a fucking Nissan Altima with a fucking fucked up front bumper ran up to each other and they're like, "Oh, you have one too? I also have mine. Where'd you get yours?" You know, that's what tattoo people do. It's just a way of publicly stating is like you're
right
retarded
away.
And meeting other and it's not everyone. Like it's probably 25% of people who ruin it for everyone.
I mean, that's kind of like everything, though. Like, it's just the people that get way too into shit like that. It's like,
but it's like some of the stupidest conversations I've seen people have is like...
I there's one dude that I know that I used to work with, and he's got this, like... The dudes that get, like, way too into sleeves where they're like, yeah, so my sleeve's kind of like a story, right? So, like, right here is, like, a couple, right? And they're like, it's the apocalypse, right? And the sun, and the way that the colors are made, it's like a nuclear fallout and the world's ending. And if you look at it, you know, all the way through, it really just tells like a beautiful love story. And as you work your way up my arm, there's like a clock here, and that stands for time, because love is endless, but time is finite. And you're like, if you spent an ounce of the thought that you put into the tattoo, like on anything else, you would be successful in life. But instead, you're a dude that works at like a guitar shop and you know, has this shitty tattoo.
You'd build more character doing like hardcore fucking benzos and stealing your parents' jewelry for the next 6 months and then doing an 18-month program. You would have more fun stories at the end and more to talk about.
As we've mentioned before, if you have the option to go through like a really douchey tattoo guy or just hit rock bottom and get addicted to heroin and reset, you're better off doing a heroin arc.
Heroin arc, heroin arc. The thing though is like, heroin arc maybe works out for what, maybe 5 to 10% of people. Come out the other side. Come out the other side, and they become chill. It doesn't even have to be bad as heroin. Like, you could be a pretty chill dude who used to just do too much benzos or coke. Like, pick a fun drug. Don't go straight to the like hardcore downers, but get addicted to something for a bit. Throw your life away for a couple months. And then come back. You'll get a much better perspective on life. You won't take yourself too serious.
Plus, you'll always have the benefit of the doubt, because you can always be that guy that was like, yeah, I turned my life around. There's nothing people love to hear more than being a dude that, like, you know, you're like, yeah, I hit rock bottom. And well, especially in business, I feel like specifically. Like, if I were to meet some dude and he was like, yeah, I hit rock bottom and I used to be addicted to, like, whatever, I'm just like, great.
Yeah.
But like business owners, when they start like, because every business owner has some form of substance abuse, one way or another.
Yeah, and
So
they
they
loved it, but I
always-
channeled it all into fucking business. To
Yeah,
business
like they just
sales.
took all of their bad shit and put it directly into the business. Like all of the obsession, just they became addicted to that business instead.
Yeah,
And then whenever they run into somebody that like has the same problems that they used to have, they're like, you know what, I gotta give you a chance. I owe it to my younger self to give you a chance.
yeah.
And then you get some fucking douchebag that can barely show up to work. He's like he still has the problem. He hasn't gotten over it. But because your boss sees themselves in that person, they get an endless leash.
That's what the fish factory was. It was
Yeah.
all fucking junkies because it was ran by junkies. That's literally everyone at the fish factory.
The fish fact: by junkies for junkies.
By junkies for junkies. All right, do we wrap it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Sweet.